Make sure to be a member on the channel, link is in the description. Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and we have another video on the dev server showing around some of the tank stuffs that we missed on the first video on the second dev server. So the first thing is the shot called Alette, a tank that was already in the US3, but now it's going to be on here as well. I think it's basically the same, if I'm not mistaken, right? So yeah, pretty cool. We also have the MatAWG 3, which is, for some reason, it doesn't have the ERA packages for now, at least. Maybe, oh no, you can get it, but you have to buy it for some reason. So kind of weird, but for some Golden Eagles, pretty cool. And we have the new tank, the Tyran 4. We had the Tyran 4S, and now we have the Tyran 4. So yeah, as you see, this variant is 7.7 for now at least, and it has the same gun as the normal T-54. So it is pretty interesting to see this, but it is basically a Type 59, you know, slash T-54. So yeah, it has the 100 millimeter. It has even the Russian ammo, which is kind of weird, as you see. The BR-4012D, APCBC, and the heat round, the sable round. So yeah, pretty okay, I think, for 7.7. Is it stabilized? Let me check if it's stabilized. So it's not stabilized, as you see. So it's basically a 1951 T-54, basically, with a different skin and stuff. No heavy machine guns, and ignore those blue things. These are from the AMD. It's kind of a bug, but I don't know what is happening. But I had this bug before, but I don't know why. I still have it. So yeah, let's test everything else. So these are the new things for the Israeli. We have some other stuff. So we have new tanks. One for Japan, as you see, M36. Normal M36 that we already saw on the American Tech Tree, but now is in the Japanese Self-Defense Forces of Japan, of course. That's kind of weird, but and another tank for Italy, very low premium, the L640. So just a different variant of already added tanks that Italy received. There are some other few changes, as some BRs, for example, of the 040s, some like the Mark II, for example, it's now 8.7. There's some other stuff like fire rates and stuff like that. But let's talk about the Chinese ZTZ or ZTZ99A, which is the new top tier added to China, and we already mentioned it, but now I think it's, yeah, as you see, the armor now it's a lot more modeled, I think. So yeah, as you see, let's test it out with the, where is the BM60 here? So as you see, a pretty good armor, and on the upper glacis and on the turret as well. Of course, it has these weird spots that you can actually hit and kill one of the crews, like this, or even trying to fire at the driver's hatch, below the driver's hatch, to kill in one shot. So it is, you know, a little bit better than it was. It was kind of glitchy in the last dev server. And there are some other stuff, so like power, for example. I don't know why it's showing this much here, but because it shows realistic, but it has 1,500 horsepower. But let's test it out to actually show one of the cool things. And besides that, a new ammo, as you see, take a look, the DTC 10-125. And let's check one of the things that makes this tank really good at top tier. So yeah, we are here, and the 1,500 horsepower engine will be amazing. But there are some cool things about this tank that I didn't show. So, for example, it has neutral steering, and yeah, it doesn't have a Russian gear, so it is pretty good. as you see, you can go to 34 to 36 kilometers per hour backwards. So it is pretty fast compared to other Russian style tanks. And going to the front, of course we are using this pavement here to actually show, but of course it has the thermals, second generation, pretty good. And look at the speed, pretty good, very light tank compared to some other tanks, but still a very big engine makes it a very capable and very mobile tank. So still has the same loadouts. I mean, it's basically a T-72 on steroids, you know. All the Type 96s and 99s and stuff like that. So they are basically T-72s, but improved in their own way. So yeah, an amazing engine with a power to weight greater than on the T-80s. So yeah, this is just really amazing. This is going to be one of the best tanks in top tier, just because of this mobility. And some of other stuff that was added but are not yet added to the game is hidden. Is one of the Israeli helicopters here, MD-500 TOW. So it's a little bird, and here is the uh, loadouts that you can use, the TOW launchers and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are not added yet, but still I think the patch is going to come next week. We still are yet to see some other stuff like the MiG-17. PF and stuff like that. But anyway, this is most of the things that were added. If there is anything that I lost it or missed, just let me know in the comments and I'll be doing a video on that. And if I notice something really cool in the files, I'll make a video on that as well. Okay, so yeah, make sure to subscribe, be a member, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.